Okay, welcome back to the last part of Unit 14. And now we're going to talk about dosages. Um, Remember that there's two different kinds of dosages. There's a daily dose, which means if the doctor says, oh, you need to take 30 milligrams of this every single day, that's the daily dose. Then the individual dose, and in this case, we're not individual doesn't apply to a person. The individual means each individual time you take the medicine. So the individual dose is that same 30 grams. Maybe you're supposed to take that 3 times a day, which would be every 8 hours, or 4 times a day, which would be every 6 hours. If you're taking 30 grams a day, 3 times or every 30 grams a day, and you're taking it every 8 hours or 3 times a day, then you'd be taking it 10 grams at a time. 10, 20, 30. You're done with that day. 10, 20, 30, you're done with that day. Same way, if you're supposed to take 100 milligrams of something and you're supposed to take it every 4 hours, or I'm sorry, every 6 hours, then 6 times 4 is 24. If you're taking it every 6 hours, you're taking it 4 times a day, and a total of 100. So your daily dose would be 100. Your individual dose would be 25. You'd be taking 4 times 25 or 100 milligrams per day. So that's the difference between your daily dose and your individual dose. And now let's take a look at the steps that we have to go through. Okay, number 1, convert your weight to a decimal. So if you were 24 pounds and 8 ounces, nobody hears that right. Let's say you're 110 pounds and 8 ounces. Well, you'd write 8 over 16, which is a half. So you're 120 and a half, or 120.5, or 5/10. So you convert your weight to a decimal. Then you have to convert pound to kilogram. That's step 2. Step 3, you need to find either the daily dose, which it could be a one-time dose, and so the daily dose could be the same as the individual dose, and it's one shot and you're done. Maybe you're supposed to take this 1 hour before an operation. You're supposed to take a medication 1 hour before an operation. So then the daily dose and the individual dose would be the same, and it'd be a one-shot deal. Or maybe you're supposed to only take it once a day. So it's every 24 hours, and then your daily dose and your individual dose would be the same. But either way, you're going to find either an individual or a daily dose, and then use that to find the other one. So we'll just write find the dose, and then we'll be able to figure that out. The two problems I'm looking at, let's start with problem number 3 on page 288. Okay, and when I look at that, what I can see is that the weight is 18 pounds. Okay, that's not too bad. 18 pounds. I don't have any ounces, so I don't have to convert to decimal. I'm already done with step 1. I'm going to move on to step 2, convert pounds to kilograms. Okay, I think I did pound over kilogram last time, so let's do kilogram over pound just to show that it doesn't matter. Again, I label this here on the side, pound and kilogram, just so I keep it straight. It's for my own use. I know that 1 kilogram is 2 2/10 pounds, so that would equal, again, 18 pounds to give me. Pounds is in the denominator. I'm going to make sure that I stay good with that. Multiply across. 1 times 18 is 18. And 18 is equal to 2 2/10 K. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides by 2 2/10 so that I can find out what K is equal to. And let's just do that over here. 18 divided by 2 2/10, I'm going to have to do that. Move my decimal, move my decimal. Again, I won't have to go farther than that, hopefully not even that far. 22 goes into 180. Let's see, maybe 8 times. Let's try that. 6, carry a 1. Oh, that worked out well. Okay. Remainder of 4. I'm going to bring that down 1 time. 22. Remainder of 18. I'm back up to 180. I can see this is just going to repeat 8, 1, 8, 1, dot, 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 dot. Okay. Remember, I'm rounding to the nearest hundredth place. So I'm looking over here. That 1 tells me I'm going to round down. It's going to say 8 and 1800th kilograms. Okay, I'll erase all the work that we don't need anymore. Remember, all that I did was I converted the pounds to kilogram by setting up the proportion of the two ratios. Okay, now I have to find out the dose, and it says that we need to take 25/100th of a milliliter per kilogram. Okay, that's going to be fairly easy to do. So 25/100th of a milliliter. Make sure that I'm giving the right kind of medicine. Yes, it's a milliliter. 25/100th of a milliliter per kilogram. So all I'm going to do is multiply these two. And I'm just going to set it up 8 and 1800th times 25/100th. And this will help me find what the dose is. And I need to round what the individual dose is. Okay? And then I'm going to need to round that to the nearest whole number. 5 times 8, 0, carry a 4, that makes 9, that makes 0, 4. Okay, put a 0 down. 6, carry a 1, makes that 3, and 16. Add them up. 0, 5, carry a 1 is 4. 0, carry a 1 is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right of the decimal in my answer. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right of the decimal. And it tells me to round that to the nearest whole number, 2 and 0, whatever. So I'm looking at the 0, tells me I'm just going to round it to 2. So I need to take the dosage would be 2 milliliters. If I'm taking a 1/4 milliliter or 25/100th of a milliliter per kilogram, then I'm going to need to take 2 milliliters. You see that that's kind of involved. There was a few steps to doing this, so it's not something quick and simple. I can give you a little pause. Maybe you can look at a couple of them, or I'll work out the next problem, which is going to be problem 7 on page 289.